Hi, I'm Steve Spinelli. I'm the president of Uni Pro Painting. One of my primary focuses is to maintain the culture of the business and provide direction for continued growth. On a daily basis, I'll meet with our estimators and review projects and assist where I can in that process. One of the other things that I do often is that when we are awarded a project, I'll sit down with our project management team, get everybody in the room that's involved, we'll review the scope and discuss any site-specific issues that may arise. That way when we get into the field, we're ready to go, we know what's got to be done. Although we value the customers that we currently have, I am constantly looking for new opportunities. I like to say I chase a lot of dumpsters. If I'm driving down the road and I see a job box being dropped on the job site, or I see them moving dirt across the street, I swing around, grab a hard hat and business card, and walk in and ask for the business. I think that separates us from a lot of our competition because not a lot of guys are as proactive as we are, and I take a lot of pride in that. Wow, I've been painting for as long as I can remember. I think I was probably 5 or 6 years old. My father had a company that was contracted to paint oarboats along the Cuyahoga River and all along the Great Lakes. I can remember in the wintertime climbing the tall ladders to get up to the deck to see where the guys were working. So at a very young age, I think I was exposed to the industry. My father always told me, if you learn the trade, you'll always be able to provide for your family. But he didn't want me to do it for a living. And here we are 20-some years later. In addition to the commercial and the industrial aspects of the industry, I was also exposed at a very young age to the high-end residential work. My uncles were true craftsmen, and my father served his apprenticeship with them. These are the kind of guys that had their whites dry cleaned and pressed before they went on the job site. I cleaned a lot of brushes, organized a lot of shops, sorted a lot of sandpaper before they let me paint my first closet. I was probably working with them for 2 or 3 years before I was even able to pick up a brush. I have fond memories. At the end of the day, if my father couldn't take his hand tools and put them in the back of the van, we'd have to empty the entire truck, sort everything out, reorganize it before we were able to leave the job. I've sorted many a sandpaper by the headlights of that old truck. The lessons that I learned from my father went far beyond painting. Don't waste a step. Make every move count. Watch the pennies and the dollars will take care of themselves. I'm extremely fortunate to work alongside my dad, and I've learned a lot from him over the years. I like everything about commercial projects. The larger the better. The tighter the deadlines, I'm all about it. Knowing our abilities and the impact we can have on the schedule of a project, it just excites me. Learning about all the different finishes and the newest and latest equipment and coatings that are out there, I'm like a sponge to it. We're fortunate to work on a lot of really cool projects, and to see the results of our efforts come together, it's really satisfying. The skill sets that I bring to Uni Pro, I'm an extremely competitive person, and I'm up for most any challenge. We have a great team here, and I'm confident in what we can accomplish. I've been told that I have a really strong forward lean. No matter what obstacles we face or what challenges come up, I'm always leaning forward and moving forward in a positive direction. My hopes are that transcends throughout the company as we continue to grow. One of my not so strong suits is, I have to say, I'm probably the worst at time management and organization. That's why I'm very fortunate to have my wife with me. She's been with us for 13 years, does a great job running the office, handling accounts payable, accounts receivable, all the HR stuff. I'm really fortunate to have her with us. Our newest addition to the team is our son, Billy. He's like a sponge. He wants to learn everything, and he shows great drive and passion. He's got exceptional communication skills, and the sky's the limit for him. Outside of work, when I'm able to shut the phone off and kind of get away for a while, I really enjoy spending time with my wife and our family. I'd like to get away as much as we can, although we don't do it as often as I'd like. I was a competitive powerlifter for about 20 years. I was able to travel the world as an athlete and a coach. Set a couple records in my day. I had a lot of fun with it. When I retired, I took up boxing to fill the void. I've been fighting for about 4 or 5 years. I've had a handful of bouts. I competed for the Northeast Ohio Masters National Championship in 2015, and I fought in Youngstown and in Pittsburgh as well. There's nowhere to hide in either sport. Whether you're stepping onto the platform to set a new record, or you're walking to the center of the ring to touch gloves with an opponent, you really learn a lot about yourself as far as what you can accomplish, and if you believe in yourself, what you can get done. I think that helps me in business. It helps me with the daily challenges that sometimes this industry brings, and I had a lot of fun. I think if I had to describe our business in one word, I would have to say passion. I look forward to coming to work every day. I'm very passionate about what we build here and how far we've come and what the future holds.